Pam 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 pam. Pam 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 pam. Pam pam pam. Pam 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 pam. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Okay, okay, I'm ready. Ready, ready. Bam bam baram bam bam. I am ready. Are you ready? Because you know, you must be there as well. You must be there as well. Hello everyone. Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. The game that was never finished. Maybe. Okay, so I have a very good news. The very good news is that I started to make some icons with AI and they are amazing. They are absolutely amazing. It's insane. It's insane how good AI can be at making icons. It's incredible. So we're definitely gonna use those icons, and now the question is, where do we want to see that, right? Because at the moment, let me see. So at the moment we don't really have a widget, right? Well, we have a widget, but the widget is what? The widget is this thing, right? The widget is this thing. The widget is this, but we will change it completely, right? We will change it completely. Now, my only question is, should I duplicate it like we did and then try to change it to the new one? Yeah, I think we should, because if I start to modify this one, I understand that this is also a kind of a big change, because I assume that he has quite well, not a lot, yeah, not a lot actually, but he has a lot of sub functions. Well, we can duplicate it. Yeah, we will duplicate it. I think that we should do it with some being careful, right? Being careful. So we will duplicate it and we will call it skill progress 2, right? Now the only thing I have to reason on is if I want the icons to be in an atlas or not, and also how big I want the atlas to be. So I can already tell you that the icons are very, very good. So these are some of the icons that have been created by the AI and they are super nice. Now we have to fix them a bit, right? And they come in groups of 9. So this picture is what? Is 1024, yeah. This picture is 1024. So I think we can probably group them. Is this also 1024? Yes, it is. So I think they are all exactly the same size, by the way. They are all exactly the same size. I always forget where is the grid. Where is the grid setup, right? No, it's not this one. Evidently, it's not this one. Crap. It's not this grid, huh? It's not this grid. I see. I don't know why there are two grids. It's a bit confusing, but there are. Wow. Can you select all, please? So if we fit them in 256, right? In 256, we can put 16 in one, but I think we can go a bit better than that. We can put, but 512 is too much. Yeah, 512 is too much. So at the moment the size is a bit stupid, but it's fine. I mean, we can also have it like this, right? So this will be 1024 divided by 3. Can you divide it by 3 or not? No, you cannot. That's very bad. That is very bad. It's 341. So this means that they will all be a bit stupid. I mean, we could do 340 and then we leave 1 pixel. Yeah, exactly. We leave 1 pixel at the bottom. The problem is that this way they will not be centered. We have to think a bit about this. I can make them smaller, right? But if I make them smaller, so like for example, 340 is what? Is 160, no? No. It's 170. 170. So 170 would be the middle. And as you can see, here we have 178, right? So 170 doesn't really match. No, because I need this to be perfect, right? If it's not perfect, it's a problem. And the same problem we will have it vertically. So they are not centered correctly. They are not centered correctly. This is a problem. They are not centered correctly. I think because we have more space on the side, right, than what we should have. So in theory, if I select everything and I move it to the left, but that is not very reproducible, right? Bro, where is the freaking grid now? It's under view now. I just did it. I just did it a second ago. It's incredible how I can forget things quickly. We did the grid a second ago. Why is not here anymore? Configure is under image. Okay, it's under image. So we said 340. But you know what is the problem? The problem is that this distance, right? This distance, which is 35, is not the same as this distance, which is 70. Well, actually, it's 35 between them. No, it's not, because here is 40. So they are not really centered. That's the problem. Yeah, they are not really centered. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Because they will move while we place them on screen, which is super annoying. Hello, Drans boy. First power of 2, second your problem could be solved with a little bit smaller icons with no change image size. Hey, but power of 2, no, I mean power of 2 is 1024, right? But how do I divide this? Because it's not dividable by 3, right? So, or we put 4, right? But if we put 4, we have to go, as we said, right? We have to go 256, right? Which is okay, but we lose a bit of quality, right? We lose a bit of quality. So I could take this, right? I could take this and make it 256 exactly, right? And then I can do the same with all of them. The only problem is that it means that I have to edit manually each picture, right? And I don't know if I really want to do that. I don't know if I really want to do that. Also because this, I think, is not... Yeah, this is kind of a weird number. There is 400 and... there is 294 by 293 or whatever. So I will have to do this. So now is square, right? Now is perfectly square. So I will have to take this. And not even reposition it. I will have to rescale and reposition, right? Which I don't really like, actually. Which I don't really like. 294. 294. 294. I mean... I can do this. Then do this. Then add, then we will have to decide how much to add to the side, right? I would add something because I think 0, or we can stay at 0. We can also stay at 0. I think we can also stay at 0. But this means that I have to edit each one separately, right? Which is super annoying. I wanted to just, you know, split the picture I had with automatically, but I think it's probably not really possible, huh? $294. For example, this one is 296. Yeah, they are not even identical. That's the problem. They are not identical. They are not identical. They are not identical. Not by much, right? But for example, this one is 296 or 97, right? Horizontally. So I cannot really split it properly. No, because I wanted to create an atlas, right? I wanted to create an atlas. Yeah, you see that it moved a bit. As soon as I put it in, it looked like it moved. In reality, it didn't move. It's just that. So I will have to calculate, like, okay, if this is 4, right? If this is 4, I will have to go like 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I will. So I have 4 pixels, and then I can move this one another 2, but it's super annoying. I can do it, but Imagine doing this for 50 skills, right? GG. Yeah. So like this, I moved it 2 pixels. So you have 2 pixels on the left, 2 pixels on the right. But is this enough? If I now split it by 250, if I do the grid, if you have any suggestion, please let me know, because it's not. if I now do 298, right? $298. No, 296. I don't know. Because I can leave a piece empty on the right side. That's not a problem. 296, but I don't want to rescale. I don't want to rescale the thing, really. I don't want to rescale it, because if I rescale it, but no, it doesn't match. It doesn't match. So the problem is that I have a 294 with this image, and 297 with this image, right? So the common denominator, let's say, is if we enlarge this one a bit, just we give borders to the side, and we say that it's 298, right? 298. So this is why I put it at 298 here. And so yes, the idea was that I put it at 298. I think that's the only solution. So we take the largest, right, and we put it like this. So we do 298 by 298. Which, by the way, vertically will also not match. Vertically will also not match. Yeah, will not. It will not. Okay, now it may match though, because this is 298 by 298. But now I need to... Now I always keep 298, but now I need to move this one 1 pixel to the right, or what? Yes, 1 pixel to the... Well, it's the same, because anyway, this one is 197. So I can leave 1 pixel left or 1 pixel right. It will never be centered anyway. Will never be centered anyway. That's super annoying, by the way. Another thing that I can do... I can copy the circle outside and just remake them all. But you see that, for example, this word is going slightly above the circle, and we have others that are going slightly above the circle. So I'm not super keen on doing that. So how many we will fit? We will fit 3.5, right? Okay, we will fit 9, right? We will fit 9. We will fit 9. I think we can do it this way. And it will not be perfect, but it will be okay. And we don't resize, so is nicer. I mean, Unreal Engine will resize anyway, because this will be smaller. So, but it will resize in any case, so it's fine. 290... For example, this one is even different, right? This one is 296 by 294. So there are not two that are the same, right? Unfortunately. Yeah, I think if I do this. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. I mean, this one is the one that I like the least, right? That is the one that I like the least, because it looks a bit cartoonish. But anyway, it's fine. I think the others look slightly less. I mean, the perspective, I think, right, is... For example, this one is way small. No, this one is 295. 97 if I put it this way. By 294. I mean, they are very, very similar. They are very similar, but they are not identical. That's unfortunately, the truth. Okay. Okay. Now the outside, I think we will have to make it transparent, right? But we will see. This one is super nice. I really like it. This one is very, 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 very nice. This one is super nice, boys. I really like it. This one is perfectly square, 296 by 296. We cannot go 94. No, 94 we are cutting it. We are cutting it out. So we have to go like this. The problem is that based on these positions, right, you will see the icons while you switch between one skill and the other. You will see them moving a bit, right? And that is kind of annoying. You will see them moving a bit. Yeah, here there is a mess because I had to do some edits, and but it's fine. Anyway, the outside will be all transparent, so it will just be a circle. Will just be a circle, my boys. Yeah, it's already transparent there. Well, somehow, some way. And the last one, let me just delete this somehow. No. Yeah, it's obviously big, but we don't care. We will. We will delete it anyway, so it makes no difference. Makes absolutely no difference. Yeah, I have to do this for like 50 or so I don't know, but anyway, fine, we will do it. We will do it. We will start with this set, and then we will see how it looks, and then based on that we will decide how to proceed. Okay, so that is the first set, which is the weapons, right? And I will have an atlas divided by 298, we said, right? 298, which is the current grid, which is a bit of a weird number, but it's fine. Even if it's not power of 2, Unreal Engine can do it. He can do it. He may not be very, very happy, but he can do it. 298, right? So what we have to do, we have to create a new atlas, and we have to, well, let me first, if I can, without doing too many damages. Seems to be decent. Obviously, I mean, on black will be nicer. I think we will be on green, but fine. Man, unfortunately, you know. It's not much. I mean, I cannot do it very differently. If I do it like this, I think it will be worst. Yeah, it will be worst. I think we have to leave with this. I mean, on white, it really looks strong. I don't know if I can delete with transparency, but I don't think so, right? If I delete, I just delete. I mean, I could use the erase tool, right? But that is even harder. Yeah, on white it will look... oh, fuck. Arrgh. How can we fix this, guys? We need to have... on white it looks very bad. Now on black it will look better, but still it will look kind of so-so. I mean, one thing that I can do, but it's gonna cost me, right? One thing that I can do is to use the eraser tool with non 100% opacity, right? And delete it this way, right? So that it is still something, right? But I think that's painful. I think that's very painful. Also, don't even know if it's going to be decent, because I will have to do this, and then I will have to do anyway another run at 100, right? So it will not look. So I will have to redesign the I have to like redesign the outside. Fuck it. The other way would be to repaint just the line outside. Yeah, maybe it's what we're gonna do. Yeah. This is what we have to do. Yeah. I think I have a way. So the way is that we select it, we delete it, we don't care, and then we redesign a line, right? I think it's the only way. I mean, we redraw a line. Holy. We redraw a border. Wow, here it went really, really bad. I don't know why. Why here it went so bad? here as well. Probably because the color I selected was yeah, but you know, I can also do a circle and cut everything, right? So I can also do it like this, assuming that this is a circle, which I don't know, but we will find out now. Roughly. But yeah, I could do something like this, right? And just cut it off, and then we will redesign the border, right? I think we will do around. I think we do one round of border there. I don't know exactly how, but we will. Okay, but just to test it, okay, just to test it. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. So this will be. Let me see 1 second. Yeah, it's obviously not in the right directory ever. 1 second, because I'm fighting with. Okay. Okay. So here will be under textures, add icons, right? Because we have a directory for that. Okay. Okay. And if we can rename it I mean like the other, so T icons, so it is compatible like with the nomenclature, right? T icons, weapons, what icons, skills, icon skill weapons 1, something like that. Okay. Okay, now we need an atlas. Yes, like this one. This one is actually under materials, but it's fine. No! No! Cannot believe it. I cannot tell him the... No, really? Fuck. No, I don't believe that. I cannot tell to the atlas the length. I can, well, I can make another material then. Because yeah. Because the scalar parameter value, right, is actually dividing the thing horizontally. So if I do 4, huh? No. Yes. These rows and columns, right? Rows and columns. So if I do, yeah, it will never work. It will never work with this Atlas Master, never. It will never work with this Atlas Master. I can create another one. I think that it could be another Atlas. Let me try to duplicate it. But does it work then if I apply? Yeah, it does. Well, it does. I don't. Well, if I have another master, I mean, as long as the parameters are the same, I think I can do it. Because here it's just dividing, right? So in our case, it will not be like, it will not be this. In our case, it will be 298, for example, right? And then you have to divide no, and then you have to do 298 multiplied by this, right? No, starting from 0 though, -1. So if I want the third icon, right? If I want the second icon. Now if I want the icon 0. Yes, because it starts from 0, huh? Okay, so yes, I can multiply. I can do this, multiply by this. Yeah, I think so. Right? I can multiply this by this. Hello, Hula. Good evening. And then this goes directly into the UV. No, but wait a second. Add B. Texture coordinate. Huh? I don't know if this is gonna work actually. There is no rows and columns anymore. This is icon sides. Where one needs to be equal to the other, right? So if I do that, and I change the master. Huh? Why there are two? Master PX. Why there was another one? Wait a second. There was another one, by the way. There are two. Seem to be identical, or? Yeah, they're identical. Why we are using two different masters? Because this one is actually not used. Under game art. Okay, I'm not gonna delete it now because I don't want to break other stuff. But what I wanted to say, is that if we do Atlas Master PI, yeah, exactly. And then we have our, so icon size will make no difference anymore. Wait. Huh? You crazy? Icon size. It's 298. But it's not doing the thing. By the way, it's not very clear to me why it's doing this, but divide by number of icons one row. We have in the Atlas. Sorry, can we just do... because I am a bit confused, huh? What? Can I do this? No, it's still not working. Why? It seems he's still using the old, or no? Master PX. How is this possible? So I take 298, which is my icon size, right? Well, in this case it's taking 3, but... and is multiplying it by a certain value. Ah no, sorry, I fucked up. No? It's not very clear to me what this thing is doing then. Because if I take... so in this case I take 298, in this case I take 298 and I multiply it by 0 and by 0, right? So the result obviously is 0. So in terms of UV, it takes... in terms of UV, so this is not the way it works, huh? Because it needs to be a size. No, I don't understand. UV is a 2D parameter, right? So, but where does it start? It starts from 0. That is very confusing. I think UV is not a 2D. I think it is a 4 coordinates. No? Because he needs to have the... he needs to have the start, no? Wait. Texture coordinate and texture cropping. Texture cropping, right? Because here we were getting the core. Yeah, but the coordinates. What do you mean the coordinate? This is the texture, right? Texture coordinate. I know it's the style. Hmm? Why I cannot do this? There is a... param 2D. Huh? I cannot... I have to do this, but it isn't the same as this. It doesn't look like. Oh, fuck. Texture coordinate. My texture coordinate is what we were using here. Not doing anything. What do you mean? What? Whatever I do is not changing it. Holy shit. Two by 298. I added to the... So I was thinking that this coordinate, right, gets moved by a certain value, right? And that value is whatever, but it doesn't seem that it works this way. I don't know why. Like, for example, if I say, oh, this is 100, right? This move 100, it should be 100, but it doesn't do it. Which is very strange. This remains always the same. No! Why? I don't understand why whatever I put into this UV is not working. Wow. And if I do it like this, it's not even getting me the original picture. Well, maybe it is, because now the preview size is pretty small, right? So I can decide the preview size. Okay, fine. But why these texture coordinates are not changing if I break it into components and then I add a value? Let me try to add minus 100 and see what happens. It's not changing anything. Why? Bro, I was thinking that this would be moved 100 forward on the X or on the Y, no? Seems that it's not. So divide works, but divide works, but addition doesn't. Why? Why divide works, but add doesn't? It's a fucking mystery. It's an absolute mystery. So it doesn't split it the way we want. Oh my god, it's so annoying. So annoying. Okay, so the solution will be to move them so that this is exactly split by 3. So at the moment we have 200. The problem is that there will be a lot of empty space around, which is not what I want, right? Or we do a non 1024, or we do a non 1024 texture. I mean, it's annoying, but I think Unreal Engine will rescale it anyway. Yeah, that's probably what we should do. Fuck it. How much is 298 by 3? It's 894. You know what? I think we would do this. NGG. 894. $194 by 894. We will save it this way and we use the other one. Who cares? If he doesn't want to help me, I'm gonna to help myself. You know? If he doesn't want to help me, I'm gonna do it this way. Ah, I deleted the one that I... Okay, anyway. It's fine. If he doesn't want to help me... Yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. And this way it works, right? Yeah, and this way it works. Okay, we're gonna do it this way. Fuck it. It's the easiest. I mean, in theory, it should have worked, but it's too much hassle to figure out why. Anyway, being at 800 and something, Unreal Engine will scale it to 1000 anyway internally, I think. So it's fine. Okay, so if we have this, right? If we have this, which is the Atlas, then we need the same thing that we have, for example, exactly the same thing that we have here, right? So this picture is done in exactly the same way. Or not. It should. Wait. Yes. It is. It is. Now this one is going to a data table, and the data table is providing the X and Y by name, which is probably a good idea, by the way. Which is probably a good idea. Do we have a DT table by faction or sorry, by skill already or not? We do have it actually. So in theory we could just extend this. Oh, there is already icon. Nice. Icon is already here. Okay, fantastic. Icon is already here, so we can just read this table, right? Okay. So we'll be identical to this. It will be identical to this. Yes. It will be identical to this. But we go by name. No, we can go by ID if we want. You can go by ID. You can go by ID. Can go by ID. I hope we have the ID. Yes, we have the ID. We have the ID. It's pretty good that we did a lot of stuff, you know, because we are just reusing, right? We're just reusing and reusing and reusing. So I take a window where I already did exactly the same thing and I just copy and do, right? Now this would be DT skill. Now DT skill will be slightly different. Yeah. And yeah. I don't think I need anything else, right? No, I don't. Okay. 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 Yes, and this one will go. Okay, so we are starting to change this monster, right? This monster will become a completely different monster. Will become a completely different monster. Completely different. Now, where to position the picture compared to the name, I have no idea. But for now, let's just put it somewhere and then we will see. No, so I don't understand what it's doing. Huh? No, wait a second. Why is the row span 2? It's kind of strange, huh? What? Why this image is not taking the full space? So we have to column span 2 then? Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. So this will be image skill. Okay. So based on the skill ID, it will go into this thing. And for example, for sword, right, we will have shit. Nope, it's not enough. We have to extend it because they are different data tables. They are different textures, so I will have to extend it. This is not enough. No, this is not enough. This is not enough. It is not enough because this function is looking at... Yep, is looking at this. So we need this to be... We need a material interface. We need a material interface. We need a material interface, really? Wow. DT skills, I mean, it's easy to add. It's easy to add. I just need to be sure that I'm not overriding the stuff that we have. Data, DT skill. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So it's basically this file. It's basically this file. It's basically this file. But we need to change the structure. Because I need a new material interface. Yeah. Material interface. I don't know if I want to do it before the... Yeah, I think that I mean, if you want to do it right, the description should be here, and then you have the material and the icon. Actually, I mean, if you want to do it properly, right? Description, material, and icon. Now, description, material, and icon. So like this. Now, yeah, description, material. So now the problem is for the material, right? So if we take sword. Why for some reason I have the block num activated? Oh shit. Why? Who activated that? Oh, someone did. Probably me. So the material, right? The material will be this, right? The material will be this, so it means that I have to do this, right? Until here, right? And then we need to save this. And then we need to save the change to the structure, which will obviously mess up few things, but it's okay. And then we will re-import this. Yes. Okay, very good. Very good. And now I just need to say sword. I just need to say sword 01. I mean, they are in sequence, right? So in theory, I just have to say sword 00, then 10, 20, then 01, 11, 21, and and 02 and 02, which is this one, right? Yeah. And 02. Okay, so if now save this, now it should all be parametric, right? Should all be parametric. Okay, now I don't know if we are actually calling this. I have no idea. Probably we are not. No, for sure we are not. So this display skill icon, right? The display skill icon should be called when we set this. Right? Is there a better place? No. So I think we call here our display skill icon with skill ID, right? Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, my boys. Holy shit. Why we have all these changes? This one I didn't touch, this one I didn't touch. This one I definitely touched. But this one, stats summary. And skill progress also I didn't touch. Why is it asking me to save all this? The only one we need to save is this one. All the others. Well, this one because I just did the test, right? But this one can be reloaded. Now, will it crash or it will not crash? That's the question. Okay. He's still seeing this as which is very strange. But anyway, so the new skill window, right? The new skill progress window. So now the important thing is that is using the important thing. No, not this one. The skill window. Yes. The skill window. When it's loading the skills, it should not use the skill progress, but it should use the skill progress 2. Right? What? Uh-oh. 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 I don't know what it's doing. I think it went crazy. I think the editor just went completely crazy. Anyway, we saved what we wanted. The only thing that we have to do... I mean, I can even close it. How we close it? We saved what we wanted, so it's not a big deal. What we want, we just want to point to the new skill progress 2, right? The new skill progress class. This is the only thing that we want to do. Do you think we should have a different color based on the rank? Like if you are between 0 and 50 is like this, but if you are 50, 100, it becomes like golden or something. It not be very easy to do, but... I'm a bit tired today, I don't know why. Okay, so what I was trying to do, I was trying to substitute, right, my skill progress you see that now it's compiling fine. So we have to change this to skill progress 2, right? Which is the new one that we made. Hopefully this is not really going to destroy anything. Well, it destroyed this, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I destroyed this because... yeah. No, I understand that. Yeah, because it's a completely different thing. But fine. I mean, it's a different window with the same functions, right? Because we cloned it. We duplicated it. So in reality, we just have to reconnect everything, which is a bit annoying, but we can do it. Player rank 0, ability data, right? So this will substitute this completely. And now the skill ID mapping, I don't know if we can do it this way. Because the skill ID, oh my god. Yeah. Because now this is a completely different window, right? I don't know how many places it's gonna impact. I mean, not millions, but definitely some. Hopefully 4 or 5, no, not 20, but let's see. Okay, 3 places. 3 places is very reasonable. . 3 places is very reasonable. I mean, obviously, if I connect one line wrong, right, everything is going to GG. So we need to be sure that we pay good attention to what we are doing here, because otherwise, right, this thing will break easily. This thing will, obviously I cannot do this, right, because that's a different, but I can get my button skill bar, right, and I can, I don't even know if I have to do this, by the way, but I will do it for now. I don't even know what I'm doing here, but it's okay. Just copy this. This is obsolete, by the way. Okay, so this is obsolete, so we don't even connect it. We don't even connect it. Bind to event. Kills click dispatch. And now this event will not connect, or it will. Ah, it will. Nice. I thought it would not connect, but it did. Okay, so that's nice. Okay, so this part should be fine. Now we have the same problem here, or no? I think so. This will, or this will fail. Yeah. Yeah. And now the set player skill value. Yeah. And now the set player skill value needs to take a different. Set player skill value. Oh wow, there's a lot of lines. But anyway, this should be easy. Base value, current value, skill knowledge cost, and the name is coming from here. Okay. And if this is true, it goes here. And now we connected everything, so we can delete it. And if not, it goes there. And now this find connects to this, and this we can delete, right? Okay, so now we should compile at least this piece. Yes, and then we have a third place, which is here, which is exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same. So we have our find by skill ID. This goes here. And here there is a set player buff value, which is taking this current value, and then it's taking, when this is through, it goes there. Okay. So we can delete this. So I did a bit more work, right? But is a safer option, right? Because we still keep the old window. So at any moment I can switch to the old window. I assume it's this. Yeah, I think it is. Okay. Okay, let's see what happened. So everything compiled, right? Everything compiled. So let's see if I start the server and the client, what happens. In theory, we should see on the right side the new widget, with the proper icon, right? Now the icon may be too big. We will decide if it's big or small. I mean, we will decide the size. We will decide whatever size, but let's see. Let's see. Let's see if something works, my boys. By the way, I should change my race back to 9 somehow, no? Under characters. Where is it? Oh, yeah. 9. Okay. So stats. Ouch. Nothing works. Nothing works. Win skill 2. No. Nothing works. Accessed none, trying to read a property current scroll box. Widget 3, win skill 2. Win skill 2. Let me just check if there is a cast to win skill or something like that, because I have the feeling that maybe I didn't swap it everywhere, right? I didn't swap it everywhere. No, not win skill, skill progress. Yeah. Well, this is a problem for sure. Isn't this already? No, it's not. Okay. So obviously this is now skill progress 2. And this is also skill progress 2. But this is not the one that was breaking our stuff, unfortunately. Train button skill. Okay. Oh wow. What happened now? Yeah. Oh shit. Maybe I can do this. Yeah, I can. How many beautiful lines, huh? How many beautiful lines, my boys. How many beautiful lines. I mean, we really never go back, right? So, we will never really go back, but I did it this way so that I am sure that we are not breaking stuff. Assuming that I can copy this properly without making a mess. Yeah, it's always amazing when you can put two lines into the same thing. Okay, so this should be in theory. Yeah, but still it doesn't explain why. It still doesn't explain why we are getting zero. We are getting zero skills. Considering we were getting skills yesterday, right? So it seems that this click is not doing what we wanted to do. So when we click on that, when we click on any of these things, like weapons, for example, is the one that I'm checking, right? When we click on weapon, we check if it's already clicked. If not, current check is check, current scroll box, collapse, scrollable weapons, visibility visible, current scroll box, scrollable weapons, check weapons, current check, play sound. Okay, so it's just displaying the. It's basically just displaying the scroll box. So it assumes that this scroll box has already been populated properly, right? Which is actually in this part, right? When we do the receive. And when we do the receive, we create the new skill progress to widget. And this one is then setting up the progress skill widget, is adding it to this mapping. Wait, there is a problem here. Okay, we found the problem. We found the problem. You know what? I think I'm gonna delete this because anyway. He's making more mess than good. Or I can just move it completely. out, so that is not. But I don't think we're gonna use that anymore. Yeah, it was not populating. It was not populating the. Meanwhile, the guy is falling continuously. He's falling down. Our character is falling down like a boss. Let's try again. Cannot feed a spaghetti lover? What do you mean I cannot? I have so many. I can. With those so many spaghetti thingies. Look at how many spaghetti we have in these graphs. Like infinite. Ah, I'm again myself, which is nice. Ah! Okay. What? Huh? What is this? Why I can select two things at the same time? We didn't point to the right. We didn't point to the right. Huh? I mean, it's kind of doing it though. But first of all, there is this annoying thing. But yes, it is actually kind of doing it now. He's not. I mean, first of all, I think it's too big, but we will decide the sides, right? The sides. I think we didn't swap the proper. Did I link the wrong? No, I linked this atlas. M atlas icon skill weapons, right? M atlas. Skill weapons. Okay. Ah, yes, yes. I didn't wait. I know. I know what I did. I know what I did. Yes. So here we need also to give the material instance, right? No. We need to give it here. Yeah. This material. Okay. So this will do. Yeah, this will do, I think. The second thing is that the size is insanely big, so I think it's too much. And third, this kind of highlight, I think is very annoying. So this highlight, I think we're just gonna remove it because it's super annoying. Now we have the rank, and we have the name, and then here we have this that we will change completely. Okay, so this will become, yeah, this will become part of this panel. So it will be the opposite of what it is now. Okay. Yes, but it worked somehow. I mean, not perfectly because it was the wrong thing, but it kind of worked anyway. It kind of works. So what we have to do, we have probably to box this image to a size that we like, right? And for now, I think we can do 298. I think we can do 298 by 298. Which is okay. We will see. I don't know why. I guess it seems that this I cannot really change. 298. I think now for playing PS, not only you need a good video card, but 2 or 3 monitors can be good. You cannot go in multiple monitors. No, cannot. We cannot go multiple monitors. I'm sorry. Why this is messing up? I don't know. I don't think we want this button. This button is pretty evil. What the fuck? I don't know if I want to have this button here, like when you click it, that is doing things, or not. Probably yes. But basically this description I think should go inside of this. This bar should be here. No. This bar will not exist anymore. Eh? This bar will not exist anymore. No. It will not exist anymore. Description. Well, the description needs to go here somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but the description needs to go somewhere here. I'm a bit lost on the sorry, where is the It's not the button, right? Where is the image? The faction image? The not the faction. The thing. Oh Jesus! Ah, it's inside of this. Yeah, it's here. It was collapsed. Okay, it's this one, right? Image skill. I mean, we don't care about that, I guess. The only thing I want to I want the description. I want the description here. I don't know what are these two dots. Ah, is the description. Okay. There is the description, right? So in our mockup, how was our mockup? Our mockup was like this, right? So the symbol on the left, the rank below, and the text, the thing here, and then the plus. Now the plus, I don't know if I really want a plus or if I want. Do you think that the title should be at the top or? Nah, I think probably the title should be here where the description is. Yeah, I think so. Bar knowledge. I think that this should go inside the description actually. Well, not inside the description, but what I mean is this should be row 0. And this should be row 1 then. Oh crap. This thing is not gonna be easy. This thing is not gonna be easy. I think I need to split this grid panel because this grid panel now is really messy. $235, $275. What? How can this be? Why is this so small, by the way? I don't understand this. Column 0, column 1, right? Why things have to be always so complex to do something so simple? Image size, yes. Image size box, yes. Column span 2, right? So these are two columns, right? These are two columns. So if these are two columns, right? And this one is in row 1, column 0, and this one is row 1, column whatever. Why they don't take the full space? Huh? Why they don't take the space until there? Ah, they do actually. Okay, now they do, but if I do this one doesn't, because there is a column that for whatever reason is 0.1 instead of being 0.5, 0.5. Okay, now things are getting slightly better. But I don't understand why. But anyway, if it works, I will not complain. If it works, I will not complain. Okay. Now, this assassin weapons also looks extremely small, no? Also looks extremely small. Now, maybe that's a bit too much. Okay. Now the description I don't understand why is here. Considering is row 1, right? And assassin weapons is here. Row span 2, row 0, because this is row 0. You know what? I don't know if I want to delete it, but this thing needs to go actually. This thing needs to go. Bro, why the description is still down there? I don't understand. What is going on with this description? He has an insane padding top? No, it doesn't. If there is something I hate of freaking UI, is the way, you know, a real engine is doing this thing. I don't know why I cannot just drag and drop and draw my thing, right? Instead of going crazy with left, right, top, left, bottom, you know. It's so annoying. It's so freaking annoying. So the only good thing that we have here is that this panel is actually separate, right? This panel is actually separate. So you know what? I'm gonna put, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put all the stuff that is here. So all of this. All of this. Now excluding that, all of this, I'm gonna put it inside this panel. And then we will decide what to do with it. Well, I mean, it's going to make a mess, but it's fine. I don't care. No, it didn't do it though. Why? Because do we want it inside this grid panel or do we want it? I think this is the training thing and I think it's okay. I don't want to touch it too much. But if I take this and I put it inside of this grid, what happens? Jesus. Okay, for now we leave it there. I don't care. I don't care. The only thing I want my description to go up, bro. I mean, I want my description to be not like that. Just after this. Can you do it? What is this spacer, by the way? I have no idea what is this spacer. I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna delete stuff. I don't understand what is it. So this size box is okay. The only problem is that now this is the progress bar, right? This is the progress bar. So this is the bar that we want to have as long as everything. So that is the bar that we want to have. Yes, exactly. That is the bar that we want to have along all of this. If not like this, maybe. Yeah, maybe like this. So it's row 1, huh? No. It needs to be row 2 though, because if my description is row 1, my description this thing needs to span 2 rows then. Okay, it's getting better. I just don't understand why this cannot go up. Why this cannot go up? Why this description cannot be just after this, right? Why is trying to put himself after this guy? He's not inside this grid panel, right? If I remove this grid panel, this grid panel is by itself, right? It's on the left. Is row span 2, yes, which is correct, right? 1 and 2, so it's row span 2. So this one is fantastic. I have no problem with that. But then we have this button. This button. Can we put this button inside the grid and cover all the things so it's not, this button is not doing something separate? So if we take this button and we ask him to span 2 columns in 2 rows, right? Yeah. So this we exactly. So now this button is inside this grid panel. Okay. Okay. Fantastic. So this grid panel is all of that. Yeah. Is all of that. Now there is still something here. What is this? Image separator bar. I think I will delete that. I don't understand what these things are. I think there were 2 stupid graphical separators that we don't need. I will delete them. Okay. So now we have outside of the grid panel, right? So this grid panel is grid icon, is grid skill icon. Okay, that is the grid skill icon. Then we have, and this we said is row span to column 0. Yeah, that is okay, that is the mistake. Row span 0, column 1, okay. Description, row 1, column 1. Yes. And why this shit is not going up? Why? I mean, for sure it's not for the top 16, right? Definitely not. Definitely not. Do we have a scale or any offset or any weird stuff here? No, we don't. Oh my god, I don't understand why. Wait. We have a row fill. Wait. Wait. Row fill 102. Okay. So this is becoming slightly better now. Well, it's becoming better, but not really. Bro, why I cannot have this as 0, right? Why 0 doesn't work? Which basically means that this should just have its own sides. Huh? I cannot have this thing go up unless I change the grid to be 0.1, but this means that it will scale, but it's fine. Okay, let's keep it like this. Fuck it. So the description is here. Here is the title. Here is the icon. I don't know why here is trash. We will see in game. Okay, let me try it 1 second like this, because we did a lot of changes. I just want to see that now it looks more decent than before. Let me try. We also have to obviously put then a scroll bar, right? Because at the moment, the right side is not scrolling, which is weird though, because this has been designed. This has been cloned by, right? So here we should have a scroll box. All these are scroll boxes. So as soon as this goes after, the content goes after, we should get a scroll box here on the right, but I didn't see it actually. Was it there? I don't know if it was there. I don't see a scroll box. I mean a scroll bar. I don't see a scroll bar, despite the fact that why we still have this freaking stupid effect? Huh? For some reason I cannot scroll. So there is still this stupid which is not shown here though. So I don't understand why we have the button overlay, right? I mean, it is zero. The button is 0 alpha, right? It's 0 alpha. And when it's hovered, well, when it's hovered, it's not 0 alpha. I understand that. But and when it's pressed, I mean, when it's pressed, I'm fine. But why this thing is like this? Huh? Do we have an alpha here or what? No, we don't have an alpha. So what is doing that stupid effect? I don't understand where the stupid oh, by the way, it's on this one, but it's not on this one. Is the one selected? Why only the first one is this mess? Huh? It seems that the button has some yeah, and this window is going anyway over the sides, right? As you can see, this is not staying within the window for whatever reason. It's going over, right? You see that it's going over? So it's not fitting into the... it's not fitting into that, despite the fact that this content... I mean, it's going to overlay is taking the maximum space. I understand that. But why this image spacer? I never understood what they are actually. I will delete it. Fuck it. Stats. So it seems that this it seems that this scroll box, right, is not sensing the fact that inside there is this overlay, right? So I don't know if it's because it's an overlay. But let me see what we had. Let me see what we had with the. Let me see what we had with the other UI. So the achievement UI, right? The achievement UI is scrolling for sure on this side, right? And the achievement UI. Oh my god. The achievement UI. Jeez. WD achievement, yeah. WD achievement. Now there is also an overlay, right? It is also an overlay. It is also an overlay with a grid inside. So pretty much it's the same logic. It's the same logic, but that seems to scroll while this one doesn't want to scroll. And by the way, I copied from this, right? So in reality, this overlay is the same or not? Overlay. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. It's the same guy. Now there is this spacer. This spacer, I don't understand what it's doing, but it's... Do we have the spacer here as well? No, we don't have the spacer here. I don't know why we have all these spacer thingies, right? I don't understand why he's doing this. No, I mean, that I removed it. I know why he's doing that. But I don't know why he has any way an outline, right? Even if I ask not to have the outline. And also I don't know why it's not scrolling at all, right? That is very strange. Now there is a tool which is this widget reflector, right? That is capable of reading stuff. So there is a grid. There is a grid skill icon, yes. And there is my grid box, yes. And this has the sides box and the image, and this has the... Yeah, so what is the difference between this guy and this guy, for example, right? So as vertical box, right? Grid panel. Oh, it's different though. What? Grid panel, okay. Sides box, image, text block. Button, null widget content. Yeah, so it's exactly the same. Is exactly the same. The difference that here we have at the beginning a freaking thing, and also this vertical scroller is not scrolling. Clipping. The scroll panel is clipping. The scroll panel is clipping. Yeah, it is clipping as well. Scroll box loyal. As overlay clipping, no. So the only one that is clipping is the actual scroll box. If you haven't seen it, time is already midnight. Oh my god, it's already midnight. Fuck it. Yeah, I have to go, I guess. Annoying. I'm in the middle of this and I wanted to at least have it working. I mean, it's partially working, but it's not working very well at the moment. I mean, first of all, he has this strange overlay, right? That I don't understand where it's coming from. This one, right? She's very, very annoying. Scroll box, scroll panel. What do you mean? Scroll box, scroll panel. Okay. I mean, we made some progress, but I wanted to do more progress, right? I wanted to do more progress. Scroll box weapons. It seems to be identical. I don't understand why he's not clipping the content, right? So the content scrolls down. I don't understand that. So you see, this thing is going down, is scrolling down. I don't understand why. If I am inside my scroll box and it is actually defined as big as this, why? Right? Why should go? The overlay is fill horizontally, fill vertically, right? Exactly like this one, which is this overlay, which is, wait a second. Which is this overlay, right? Fill horizontally, fill vertically. So it's exactly the same as this. It's exactly the same as this, but for whatever reason, there is something that goes outside. Maybe it's this freaking progress bar that is not, but it's VBox main. Or is the vertical box that is actually not reasoning well with the scrolling? Or there is an element here that is not reasoning well with the scrolling. I don't know what it could be. I mean, I'm tempted to delete this, but it's not a good idea at the moment yet. I remove the spacer and I remove the mouse over, right? So at least the one at the bottom should be correct now. And I also made it space horizontally better, so it's taking horizontal space. So I think it will look slightly better, but still I don't know why it goes through and it doesn't, the scroll bar doesn't work. Basically the scroll bar doesn't work. What? No, then I missed. What? Jesus. Then I missed one of the. I missed one of these things, right? One of these things is not zero. Alpha zero. Maybe this one. What is this one? This one should be disabled in theory. But I don't think we have disable. Pressed, disable. I mean, there was only pressed, right? It was only pressed. It's so strange. When I move the mouse over it, it goes. It is correct. When I don't, it is wrong. It is doing that, right? So you should do the and also this thing is in front. You see there is something in front, while here there is not something in front. So why the hell? But now at least the horizontal space is correct. The size of the picture is still a bit wrong because you see it's not square, despite the fact that I asked this thing to be square because I put a sides box, right? I put a sides box around this and I said that I want it exactly 298 or whatever it is. This doesn't make any difference if you have it inside this, right? I could do this so the image is actually not stretching, but I don't understand this. I mean, it is the button for sure. It is the button, so it looks like the button is a default state, right? I mean, it is the button 100%, but bro, I don't see it. Draw as image, no tile, tint, image is empty, image is empty, image is empty, image is empty, right? Maybe is in the disabled foreground or whatever. Foreground color when disabled, color and opacity. Background color. Ah, there is a freaking background color. Fuck you. There is a background color. Okay, we found that at least, right? We found that at least. But still, we have the problem that we have two problems. One is that the picture is not. I mean, like this is too big anyway, right? Like this is too big, so we cannot have a picture like that. So I would say that 298 doesn't make sense. So we will try 200. Should I override all of this so that he has no way to move? I will try. But still I don't understand why it's not scrolling. Let me do something. Let me try to put all these things as non-visible, right? If I do visibility and I select this thing and I will say collapsed, and then I select this, this and this, and I will do also collapsed. And then we do what? Also this one collapsed. And then, okay, for now, let's also do this one. This one is already collapsed. Okay. So let's try this way, that there is no bottom bar. And then I think I will do the same, one after the other, and we will see what is the problem. But I think I really need to go now. I really need to go, but yeah. Last test and then I'm going. Yeah, the images are too big anyway. We should make them smaller, right? They're really too big. I mean, they are nice, but I really want them square, right? So I really want them square. That's important. And we have a lot of other icons, right? I just need to, all these icons, I just need to put them in. And I think it will look fantastic. I think it will look very nice. By the way, the border is not too bad. I thought it was worst, but now seeing it in game, it seems to be fine, actually. Okay, like this, the size is way better, and now also it's not stretched, and we don't have any more that shit thing. Okay, like this is a bit better, definitely. I like it. I think it's very nice. I think it's very nice. I don't know if it should be slightly smaller than this, or it should be like this. But now we need the scroll. The scroll is a problem. The scroll is a problem, and here you will have all the ranks, right, for each one. You will have all the ranks. Now this one is not clickable because we are outside of the window. Yeah, you see that this is actually outside. In fact, I cannot click it. So it's like if this scroll bar is not clipping. Ah, and this one works, you see, and this one is the... Now we probably have to separate better one from the other, because this seems to be on top of medium armor, but yeah. I think that's fine. I don't know why we have a 1 on the left here instead of having it... because if the other number is missing... Okay, but like this at least is a bit better. I'm already more happy, right? It looks slightly better. It starts to look decent. I need to fix this scroll bar. But yeah, I have to go, guys. So thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow evening, and hopefully we can improve this and make it work properly. Yup. I will see you soon. Bye bye. If you want to click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, that's always a good idea. And also our game can be downloaded here from our website. Download now. Go